Provincial Administrator Madwata, the senior staff from the Office of the Commissioner West Northern, the heads of the sugar industry institutions in the north, the CEO for Sugarcane Growers Council, the General Manager, FSC Lambasa Mill, the presidents of the 5 farmer cooperatives in Lambasa, representatives of the cooperative department, representatives of the media, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to you all. On behalf of the Minister and the Permanent Secretary for the Ministry of Sugar Industry, who are on duty travel abroad, I welcome you all to this grant agreement signing ceremony this morning. In response to the concern raised by cane growers in July last year of the shortage of cane cutters, the Prime Minister and Minister for Sugar Industry announced an allocation of $2 million for the Fiji Sugar Corporation Limited to purchase 2 to 3 mechanical harvesters for use by the cane growers to address this concern. That announcement provided the Ministry of Sugar Industry the platform to start the planning on how this initiative could bring about immediate impact to reduce the costs of harvesting to the cane growers. After reassessing that announcement, government, in consultation with the industry stakeholders, decided that instead of purchasing 2 to 3 mechanical harvesters, which would not bring about the desired impact, government would participate in a joint arrangement with cane cooperatives and the Fiji Development Bank, where government would provide the farmer cooperatives deposit and the balance would be provided by the Fiji Development Bank in loans. To this end, 21 cane farmer cooperatives successfully applied for the mechanical harvesters grant and loans from the Fiji Development Bank. Yesterday morning, 16 farmer cooperatives signed their grant agreement at the Ministry of Sugar Industry's conference room in Lautoka. And the 5 would be done this morning representing the farmer cooperatives in the Northern Division. The beauty of this arrangement, meaning engaging the farmer cooperatives, is that every member of the cooperative has equal access to the use of the mechanical harvester. From the industry stakeholders' point of view, it means that the cooperatives will have a proper harvesting plan, a fair sharing of profits among the members, and no member, we hope, will be left out or unfairly treated. This arrangement is captured in the grant agreement, which I believe the presidents have initialed this morning, but will be signed after this. The responsibilities of each party are contained in this agreement. It is the industry stakeholders' expectation that the rates that you will jointly agree with the Industrial Commissioner of the Tribunal in consultation with the Sugar Cane Growers Council, the Fiji Sugar Corporation, are complied with. The success of this new harvesting modality depends on all of us working together. It calls for a cooperative effort to work together, to listen to each other, and to approach this with a positive and a can-do attitude. To conclude, today marks a new era in the sugar industry, an era of doing things differently for the better. It is no longer business as usual. It is an era of a new approach to farming as a business. The money should be deposited into your respective accounts at the Fiji Development Bank as from yesterday, because yesterday after the signing in Lautoka, we handed over the check to the Manager Legal of Fiji Development Bank and also the Regional Manager West. We wish you well during this year's harvest, and let me iterate, the future depends on the efforts that you put into this year's harvest. It is now my greatest pleasure to invite the 5 cooperative presidents for Lambasa to sign your grant agreement, for which I invite our Director Policy and Research, Ms. Reshmi Kumari, to facilitate this. Thank you for your attention. Chairman of the Sugarcane Growers Council. I'm wearing too many hats, that's why I've lost a lot of hair. So, but you do that. I know you've met the two of my colleagues at the PM's office, because our Perm Secretary is also the Perm Secretary of the Office of the Prime Minister. Director of Policy and Research, she is stationed at the PM's office, whereas Mr. Sanjay Kumar is my replacement at the Sugar House in Lotok. So he is the one, these are the two that you will distribute to Lambasa, to not only to sign for the signing of the stakeholders in the north. So Ms. Rashmi Kumari is from Davota, and Sanjay is from Nandi. I think they know what it's all about. Don't mess with them. But if you have any complaints, they are the two that they will attend if we are not successful. But first, raise your issue with the Growers Council, with the CEO, or in his absence, we got Rajan, and when it's out of the hand, they know when that happens, and they will refer to the two directors, Rashmi and Sanjay. I thought I'll just take this time to introduce them so that you know who they are.
To PSA, now we will invite the recipients.
Well, I am Mohammed Rafiq, representing Bude South Sector, and I have a cooperative of Bangalore Ndalemba, Cane Farmers Cooperative Limited. Well, it has been great. I think we are really thankful to the government, who has been seriously committed in helping out the farmers. You know, harvesting was one of the major problems that we have been facing, the farmers throughout the country. And the government has taken such initiative to assist the farmers through cooperative. So we have formed the cooperative, and the government has given $90,000 to us and to every cooperative. So that is a great move from the government side, and we farmers are really thankful to the government for taking such initiative and giving us the assistance. Actually, because we were facing shortage of laborers everywhere, and the harvesting rate, it was increasing every year. It rose to as much as $22, $23 per ton. Now, when we'll bring in the harvesters, first of all, what we will try to do is that we'll help out our members and the farmers in our area. Will reduce the harvesting cost, and that will be a huge relief to the farmers in the area, and that will sort out the labor shortage problem in the community as well. We past 20 years or so, we have been hearing from the stakeholders that sugar industry is at risk. The price will be going down. The problems for the farmers is coming up. But no initiative steps were taken to sort out the problems, to solve the problems. Though they were saying the problem is there. But we knew the problem was there. But we wanted to hear from the government or from the stakeholders that the means and ways of sorting out the problems, solving the problems. But we are really thankful to the Bainimarama government, which has come into power and then taken a serious step towards solving out the problem. And this is one of them, because the others, we know they have been giving grants to plant and replant canes, and there is a boom in giving funds for cane access roads. All these incentives are there, so the farmers are benefiting from them. And now we have been given assurance that our cane price would be going up as well, because once our agreement expires in October 2070 with Tate and Lyle, so hope the government reps would find new markets and will be getting better returns for our crop. So once again, I would like to wholeheartedly thank on my behalf, on behalf of the farmers and the cooperatives, the Bainimarama government, for taking such initiative and assisting the farmers in getting the new harvesters for the farmers.